Hello and welcome back to the Microsoft Windows Operating System Basics course. In this video, we will conclude with the topic working with files and folders, and we'll be looking at managing folders. So in the same way we've talked about files, we will look at searching for folders using the copy command, move, rename, delete, and the rest. So to start with, if you look at a desktop here, you see that we have a folder called folder 1. So assuming you want to look for your folder, or let's say we want to look for a folder that we called Word in our computer, you can do this. So let's go to the search box here below. You can type folder 1. So and you see this is folder 1, and if you click, then it will get you straight to the folder under the File Explorer. Good. So let's say we want to find another folder called Word, and it doesn't show us as a folder but as a file. So that's also difficult depending. But if you know where it is, for example, I know where the Word folder for me is, where I kept some things. I will go to Documents, Library, go to this folder, double click it, and this is the folder I'm looking for called Word. Okay, and that's what I was looking for. Now that's the folder and how to search for folders, and you can look for folders within the File Explorer, knowing where you kept them. So the next thing we're going to do is copying folders. So let's say I want to, so I'm now in Word folder. If I want to go back to the folder before Word, I can click the next word here on the address. So if I click this, I go back one step. I can also use the arrow key going back to where I last came from, and I can go back, and if I want to return back, I can do the same. So how you use them depends on how you've done your movements before. So I go to the PTC folder. Now I want to make a copy of this folder called Word, okay, and I want to have that copy within the same environment under the folder PTC practice. So I will go to the Word folder, I will right click it, and I will say copy, and I will click any space here within the File Explorer, and I will right click and I will say paste. So depending on the content of the folder you're copying, it might take a long time. So this one, there's not much in it, so it made a copy of it. So first of all, I go to the original folder, which is Word. I double click and I can see there are only 2 documents there. I go back and then I go to the copy of it. Again, I see the same set of files or documents. So you can create a copy in this way. So let's go back. But what if you want to move the folder, let's say Word copy, if you want to move it to a different location? In the same way, you go to it. If it's already selected like this, then don't click, just right click, and right click, and I'll say cut, because I'm trying to move it, and then I will have to choose the location I want. Let's say I go back to documents and I want it here, and I click somewhere, anywhere here, right click and say paste, and you see it will bring it here. Now if I open another File Explorer and I go back to the same location, so you see that I don't find it here anymore. I've moved it from PTC practice to documents. Okay, another thing we can do is rename this folder. So let's rename the folder, and we can go to it, click on it, right click and say rename, and you can delete all the name if you want and start typing a new one, or you can just click at the end, remove the few things you want, and say this is Word second copy here, and click anywhere in the space. And there you go. It doesn't change the content. If I double click, I still see the same content. So that's how you can change the name of a folder. Now you can also delete a folder and it goes to the recycle bin, just like we did for the file. So to do that, you go to it. It's already selected, so I will right click and I will say delete, and it will take it to the recycle bin. So let's go to the recycle bin. So let's go open the recycle bin, double click on it, and I will look for the folder with the yellow stuff, but this time Word, and there it is at the end. So if I want to permanently delete it, I will right click on it and click delete. However, if I want to restore it back to where I deleted it from, I will right click and I will say restore, and let's go back. So it's restored, and I will go back to the document and you see it's there. Okay, and I will delete it again by right clicking and delete to take it back to the recycle bin where it appears again. And I want to permanently delete it from the recycle bin, so I will click right click and I will say delete to make sure that you want to delete it by asking you the question, and you can say yes. Okay, and when you are able to do that, that brings us to the end of this particular video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next big topic.